Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Denny Chase and welcome back to One Year 365 podcast discussion. Today, I'm gonna, I guess, mention a little bit of stuff about the channel specifically. So it's not really discussions, it's more like yeah, like about sharing, right? So yeah, there you go. Still podcast though, but yeah. I'm going to talk about the series that I made, but I never actually released that. It's about Marvel Talks, right? Um, so what is Marvel Talks? Basically, Marvel Talks is it should be like a series where I will talk everything about Marvel. Everything about Marvel, basically like Marvel movies, Marvel series, and then by Marvel I mean MCU, right? MCU movies, MCU series, and then MCU probably comics as well, or on any sorts of events, real life events, proceeding into MCU basically, right? Like the Disney Plus, D23 that happened. Like when this video is released, basically which happened like 2 months ago, right? And when I'm recording this, it basically happened like about a week or 2 weeks ago, basically. So yeah, it's still recent, right? um and yeah, again, like what happened with that, right? What happened with that series? Well, actually I already made some of the videos as well. I have edited, I have, it I have reviewed the video, but the thing is that I didn't actually release that, right? So it's just floating in the private section of my catalog of videos, right? So what happened there? Why do I not upload those? Why did I cancel those? Basically, right? Well, first, I guess why, right? Why? Well, when I made that, there was some sort of drama, I would say, in which people, begin to feel like MCU is not the same as it used to be. Like they basically mentioned how MCU kind of got rushed into shoving people into enjoying their contents, right? They prefer quantity over quality now, although that's not a bad thing, right? Which we will talk about this as well in the future. How quantity over quality is not always bad, right? Like in this channel as well, like I uploaded a lot of videos every day, right? And like basically that's quantity over quality, which I already mentioned in a few episodes ago about about this, right? About just chatting. I think the episode is called just chatting. Basically I said that I don't have the quality, like equipment to have the quality in the first place, therefore I focus on quantity. It's better than having neither of those, right? You don't have quality, you don't have quantity, then it will be bad for the channel, right? That's why I use quantity over quality here, just because the fact that I don't have the proper equipment to get the quality, right? Therefore, I pushed the quantity in this channel, and it actually works. Somehow it worked. Like, basically, if you're like, let's say you're a fisherman, right? You don't just throw your net, like fish net, in only one, right? You throw multiple of them, right? In certain location as well, right? And maybe like there's fish got trapped, maybe like there's lobsters or crabs that got trapped as well, right? And you have more than one basically. So if like four of if you have, let's say, 10, right? Let's say like 8 of them are empty, you still have the other two, right? And then the two can get something out of it, right? But if you only have one, then most likely you will get nothing, right? Because you only fish in one spot and one spot only, right? Not throwing away, like spreading your net in more than one location, right? So like um with that analogy, that actually what happened in this channel as well. Like some videos actually got a few like out of nowhere. Like I got like 200, more than 250 on some random videos. And even like when I said about the earth, the earth is flat. That specific video, at this moment I have like 140 views, which is a lot considering that other videos that I made, like about less than 10 views, right? So that's why I do this. When I throw away and I got nothing, I still have possibility from other videos as well, right? That can get the view basically, right? That can get people engaged into the channel, right? So yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about that here. That will be like quantity over quality again. It's not always bad, right? But today we'll talk about Marvel Thoughts, basically. Like I said, so why did I cancel that? Isn't that great? Yeah, like I said as well, like it's about the drama in which like MCU, like Marvel, they just shoved people with like a lot of like a lot of movies, right? Like there's a lot of them basically, right? Like this is you, and then this is Marvel. They just shoved up all those contents into you, right? And then the fact that the quality as well is not as great as before, like the character developments are kind of poor and stuff like that, and that people don't like it, right? The thing is that I kind of feel neutral about this. When I watch Marvel, I mainly want to know about how the character goes from zero to hero, right? So, like basically from nothing to something, right? So that I can relate to it, like I'm at zero, right? So how do they go from zero to 100? And that's what I'm getting from it, right? The journey, basically, the adventure, or like the struggle, right? Moving from zero to 100, and that's what I like. Basically, that's why I like this. Um, Again, however, people don't see it the same as I do. They see it like like basically this is just cash grab, right? They release a lot of movies so that we can give them money, and then like releasing a lot of series in Disney Plus just makes them like make me subscribe to Disney Plus service like every month, right? So yeah, like basically milking our money, right? And that's why people don't like it. And then there's also like drama as well. When this video is recorded, there's actually a drama about She-Hulk, where the illustrator, like the one that does the CGI, they don't get paid properly, right? Although I like, as for now, I can't really confirm if that's true or not, right? There's nothing like there is no like open book about this, right? Like they don't share anything, therefore I don't know anything about this, if this is true or not, right? And then there's also drama about people on Twitter disliking the fact that a lot of female heroes got called certain names, right? Like She-Hulk, it's supposed to be, it's just Hulk, right? Why the she, right? Why is it necessary, right? And then like then let's say something else, like maybe I don't know, like, and then they began to say like Wonder Woman, right? Then it should be he Wonder Woman, right? But then again, that's kind of silly because Wonder Woman is from DC, it's not from Marvel. So yeah, you making those analogy, that's actually bad. But yeah, like let's say other thing, right? I don't know, like maybe Iron Man, right? And then Iron Woman, right? I don't know, like Ant Man. Why is called Ant-Man, right? Not Wasp Man, basically, right? Or yeah, like basically they began to what is it called, whining about these kind of terms, right? About this term, because She-Hulk is basically a Hulk, right? So the she here is not really necessary, right? So yeah, that's what people mad about, which is weird. Honestly, I'm not gonna go against them because it's Twitter. You will get cancelled, unnecessarily, right? So yeah, like I will just ignore about that. Like all this drama over here. Although I still enjoy Marvel, and this should not be my problem, right? This should be their problem. This should be the critic, the critics' problem, right? Because they are criticizing the movie, and where Marvel itself, they like maybe they are proud of their creation. And then there's actually people that enjoy this, right? One of them being me, right? So yeah, like all this drama, I I also don't really, like I don't feel like making it as well. Because like why, right? There's already bigger channels like New Rockstars, Heavy Spoilers, like Screen Junkies, I don't know, Emergency Awesome, and lots of other, like basically other channels that by Screen Junkie, I mean Screen Crash or something like that. I kind of forgot what the channel is called. But yeah, anyway, like these big channels already, know about their info about the movie, right? Like, like they basically know the A to Z about the movie itself, especially where I believe that they have some sort of connection with the PR of Marvel as well, for the, like behind the stage news, right? Like maybe they already know like certain classified info that they already know, right? So yeah, like it's a little bit unfair for a smaller YouTuber that actually want to cover this all of this stuff, right? Like especially when their knowledge is not as big as all the other big channels, right? Especially again if they have, like the backdoor um, connection with people inside Marvel, right? So yeah, there's that, I guess. Also, like I also kind of want to just make it simple, just by what do I feel about, like, let's say movie the Thor and Love and Thunder movie, right? Like I watched that, so like basically just reviewing that, right? But then again, I don't know about that as well. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem compelling to me. I kind of want to discuss about stuff, like theorize, or like predictions about what about to come, and then yeah, like basically predictions about how the next movies will be going, right? So yeah, there's that, I guess. Yeah, like basically I just want to make the series like that, but then again, because of the drama, the current drama, I don't feel like doing it. Like I don't know, like I just chose to not to, right? But yeah. Anyway, there's that. That's why the Marvel Talks is not released. And I canceled that basically. Also there's too much work as well. Like yeah, I believe almost 2 months ago I realized that I have a lot of time, right? But then again, like as soon as I said that, the next month I got I guess I changed that. I just got like there is just difficulties upon difficulties, technical difficulties into making videos, and that I don't have time as well. Like everyone's at home and I cannot freely make videos randomly because I will draw attention. So there's that. And then like basically I believe the month August and September as well a little bit. um no, actually it's only August, maybe July and August as well. Like no, actually July I said I have time. August, that is the one that I changed, it came, and I just basically got no time, right? And then because of that I got overwhelmed by how many videos I have to make, right? To make all these skips going on, right? So yeah, there you go. I sacrificed the Marvel Talks, right? Just because I feel like that's the probably the last series that I will do fully, right? Um, the one that I'm doing right now is obviously this 1 year 365, and then the SCP as well. I really love SCP. I want to talk about SCP more. Like at least once a week there should be one SCP episodes. Like that, just like that. Mm, excuse me. Okay, so and then the next one will be the gameplay as well. Like every 2 days there will be guarantee there will be a game in this channel every 2 days. So like today, and then they're probably not gonna be tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow will most certainly be one, right? So I kind of want to make myself guarantee about that. So let's actually write it down. So the first will be the 1 year 365, yeah, yeah, which will be every day. um and then the next will be SCP, which will happen once every week at least. And then after that will be playthrough of random games that I do every 2 days. And then after that, I tried my best to include another playthrough to fill the every other day, right? So like basically if I do like a game on this one, like, oh, let's actually put a number, right? So at first day probably, oh, first day I do the game, and then 3, and then 5, 7, this is guarantee, right? So I tried my best to insert as well in the in the like in the basically in between those, right? Because this is like free spot for video, I guess, apart from the 1 year 365, which I will always do every day, right? So this is basically a whole. So I tried my best. If I covered the other three series already and I have time still, then I will use the time to fill in these gaps, right? Just maybe with other playthrough, maybe with what else? I don't know. I think only playthrough, honestly. But yeah, um, I guess that would be it. It's already been 15 minutes. I'm just going to say about the updates about Marvel Talks and why I canceled that, right? And based on those four priorities, which is 1 year, SCP playthrough, and then another playthrough. Marvel Talks is probably like the fifth one, like the one that I'm not gonna really care about, right? So maybe I will do it once a month, once every 2 weeks, once every week, or I don't know, right? It's just that rare occasion only, right? When I actually just watch the movie and what I thought, like first thought of the first episode of any series, and like first thought of the movie, like maybe I will watch again when it goes into Disney Plus, and then I will do another like second review, right? What I think about the movie afterwards, after watching 2 times, right? So yeah, there you go. um I feel like that's not top priority. That's why I put this low. In fact, if I came up with any other series, those series will most likely feel just above the Marvel Talks, right? Basically, Marvel Talks is like the top. The bottom priority basically, and that's about it, I guess. Anyway, I think that'll be it for today's like, I guess, discussion, not really discussion, but more like answering the questions of why I canceled the Marvel talks, right? Although I also said that it's not really full cancel. Like maybe sometimes in the future I will make this an actual thing, but when that time will be, only God knows, right? Like it depends on how well the channel goes, right? Like if I can like miraculously start making living from YouTube, like hopefully that's like my biggest goal right now. Because again, I kind of already give up with jobs because I'm already too old now, and then I feel like I have no experience, and then the work that I used using my chemical engineering major, most likely they will not accept me because there's already a younger ones that are more talented, right? Like the one that more smart, that are smarter than me basically. So there is no way, there is no reason for them like hiring me, right? Like because of that I'm kind of a little bit giving up on that. But I'm not fully giving up because I tried my best here in YouTube, just so that maybe there is a fortune happening to me and I can make this into something, right? At least doing YouTube, like at least not having job and doing nothing, that put me in -1 position, right? and having no job but still making something, producing something, that's at least me at zero, at least zero, right? So I'm not minus, but I'm more like zero because I also create something, although the value is still zero, right? So yeah, there you go. Also, that's why like I said as well, like about heroes, right? Basically, how heroes went from zero to 100, right? And I kind of want to relate about that because I'm at zero. Then I'm trying my best to go to 100 as well. Maybe I'm, after all, a superhero, right? Myself, who knows, right? I guess. But yeah, uh, almost 20 minutes already, but I think that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow with another discussion. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again very soon. Probably 6 hours from now. There's like already a gameplay about Rogue Adventure, I believe, the deck building game. And yeah, actually, we'll talk about deck building in the upcoming videos as well. But yeah, until then, see ya.